I recently had the chance to attend the AAPEX SEMA show in Las Vegas, and it was a great opportunity for me to spend some time with some manufacturers that deal with critical engine components. In today's interviews, we're going to start with some breaking news at the Alliant Power booth. We then talk about aftertreatment with Redline Emissions products, and we finish the episode with a conversation about oil as we attended the Lucas Oil booth. So I hope you enjoy all three interviews. It's going to come at you pretty quick, but it was a really great opportunity for me to talk to several manufacturers about engine components. You're listening to the Heavy Duty Parts Report. I'm your host, Jamie Irvin. Today we're with Mike Banks. He's a senior manager for medium and heavy duty. Mike, a few months ago we would have said diesel Ford, but that's not the case anymore, is it?
That's correct. The company is now called Alliant Power as of today.
Right, so it's exciting that we're here at AAPEX. You guys are announcing this launch of the Alliant Power brand, and you're a senior sales manager, but you work in a specific area of the company, is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct, Jamie. I work on the medium and heavy duty side of the business. Traditionally, our company has always been more based and segmented towards the light duty pickup truck sector, and now we're transitioning more into that medium and heavy duty network.
Right, and so what was really the genesis behind the launch of the Alliant Power brand?
It's all about brand awareness, really. You know, we have a great product. We're very closely connected with a lot of OEM manufacturers, and to tie into that, we wanted to make sure that we had a brand that spoke loudly to a customer about who we are as a company and our OEM products that we have, and to tie along with that is just the warranty coverage that we also include.
Right, and I know for myself, working many years in the aftermarket side, the independent service channel side of the business, if you're at a repair shop and you're servicing commercial equipment, there's just not as many resources available, and historically you didn't have access to that OEM kind of genuine quality product. Alliant Power really fills a need in the marketplace where those kinds of products are now available.
Yeah, that's correct. I mean, again, I talked about our connectivity between OEM manufacturers like Bosch and Denso and Delphi. Those are some of the leaders in fuel injection component today, and we're partnered directly with them. So, if a customer's going out looking for an OEM component, they don't need to look any further. I mean, Alliant Power has what they need.
Right. So let's talk about the specific categories of products that you're selling. So you already mentioned fuel injection. Just break down what is available through the Alliant Power brand now.
Yeah, so we have turbochargers, we have after-treatment components for all this newer vehicle that's on the road today. I mean, everything is based on urea systems when it comes to diesel, and we have all those connectivity components between doser modules, supply modules, DPF filters, and so on.
And I know that over the last couple of years, people in the trucking industry have really felt the pain of supply chain issues that are causing parts shortages. What's one of the things that Alliant Power has been able to do for people on the independent side over the last couple of years to try to combat that a little bit?
Well, what we do offer is, we have a good sales team that are experts in the medium heavy duty market. I was just doing a presentation for some of our committee the other day, and we have over 102 years of experience in just the heavy duty market alone. So when a customer is looking for a key component, whether it be a turbocharger, anything in the after treatment, fuel systems, we have partners all over the world that we're connected to, where if there's a key component missing from one of our OEM manufacturers, we have ways of sourcing that product for a customer and taking care of them.
And that has big implications for people that are operating commercial equipment, because as we all know, with downtime, whether it's the vehicle owner, where of course they have to pay that price, but even the shop, if you've got a piece of equipment that's tied up in a bay, that's money out of the shop's pocket.
Yeah, that's correct. I mean, we look at that and we have those conversations with Drive-In Network people all the time, that when a truck is sitting and a customer's looking for a part, that's thousands of dollars per day that's costing a business owner in the drive-in repair business. And they also have a customer waiting for that truck to be back on the road, because that's what makes that customer money.
Absolutely. Well, one of the things I do know, a little bit of inside information, but there's a few more announcements coming in 2023. We're looking forward to that. Thanks for taking some time to talk with us, Mike. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you so much, Jamie, and we really appreciate all your help too along the way and helping us build what's coming next.
And if people want to learn more, they can go to alliantpower.com, correct?
AlliantPower.com is the place to go. We are your medium and heavy duty experts for all critical engine components.
Thanks, Mike.
All right, thank you, buddy.
We're here at AAPEX, and I'm with Wayne Cochran, National Sales Manager at Redline Emissions Products. Wayne, welcome back to the show.
Well, it's great to be here, Jamie. We've been wandering around AAPEX a little bit, enjoying the show, and meeting lots of friends, new and old. So it's been a great event. Little bit better than last year, not quite as good as past years, but it's been a really great event, and it's really good to be here.
I was just saying that the amount of foot traffic here at the show is certainly significantly more than last year with all of the travel restrictions.
Yes.
Yeah. But Wayne, as you've been at the show and you've been talking to people, you guys focus on the category of diesel emission products.
Correct.
What is the things that you're noticing, let's just say from a trend perspective in that category, and what have you been hearing here at the show?
Well, we've only talked to a couple of people. There's a lot of new part number SKUs coming out, so we're really excited about that. Walking through the show, we're looking for new vendors or existing vendors to help expand our line in the sensor category, perhaps charge air coolers, EGR coolers, so we can come to our customer base with as full a line as anyone in the industry.
Yeah, for those of you that haven't come to a show like this before, it is really a dual role. Yes, you're looking for customers, but you're also looking for partnerships. That's really what these shows are about.
Correct.
As you look to 2023, what do you see as kind of a trend, and where do you think it's going with aftertreatment?
Well, aftertreatment is constantly growing. I mean, there's the electric trucks. Everyone's afraid of electric trucks, but diesels are around for an awfully long time. And as the trucks age and people become more accustomed with aftermarket emissions parts, there being more and more purchases, more and more inquiries, more and more people wanting to be distributors. So we're looking for a really solid future in the diesel emission category.
And you aren't just manufacturing the actual replacement parts, you're actually manufacturing the cleaning equipment. So how does that factor into, like if I'm a distributor of yours, how would I benefit from the cleaning program?
Well, the cleaning program is really the key to getting the first opportunity to bid or quote on replacement parts. You bring a product in, and either it's damaged or cannot be cleaned through the entire process, and obviously then you can quote the new product. But at the same time, if you successfully clean a unit, then you also have the opportunity for all the ancillary parts, the gaskets, the clamps. Some of the progressive fleets are even upgrading sensors as they clean a DPF, so that as the vehicle leaves the shop, they don't have issues 100 miles away and incur a towing bill or something of that nature.
Right, and as we all know, that downtime and unscheduled downtime especially is far more expensive than any replacement part. So Wayne, for those that want to learn more about what your company does and how to get access to your product as well as your cleaning equipment, where should they go?
Well, we have a website. It's www.rep.direct, or they can give me a call, and my number is 888-295-4670.
Fantastic, Wayne. Thank you for coming back on the show and taking a little bit of time.
Thank you. Yes, my pleasure. Lots of luck. Have a great show.
Okay, you too. Don't have a heavy-duty part number and need to look up a part? Go to parts.diesellaptops.com or download the app on Apple or Android to create your free account. Looking for high-quality fuel injection for heavy-duty applications? Having one supplier for fuel injection allows you to better serve customers by providing them with a complete line, which increases your sales and profitability. Learn more at ambackinternational.com/aftermarket. Parts availability and quality have a big influence on fleets and owner-operators' total cost of operation. If they can't find a part, it means more downtime. If they install a low-quality part and it fails, it means even more costs like tow bills, hotels, meals for the driver, and lost revenue. That's why we recommend Sampa. They manufacture a wide range of advanced parts for commercial vehicles. Their website has an intelligent product search engine and broad coverage of suspension, steering, and fifth wheel components. Expect more. Expect Sampa. Visit sampa.com today. We're here in Las Vegas at the AAPEX SEMA show, and today we are at the Lucas Oil booth, and I'm with Brandon Green. Brandon, thanks for being on the show.
Thanks for having me today.
So one of the things that we're talking about with everybody who's exhibiting here is just what kinds of conversations are you having? Because you are a medium heavy duty specialist. So what are those conversations? What are you focusing people's attention on?
Mainly we're talking about our high quality engine oil that would be used in the heavy duty marketplace. You know, Lucas has a full line offering of heavy duty lubricants for that diesel truck that's out there on the road.
Well, I know when I was selling heavy duty parts, it's been a few years now, but that wasn't really what I thought of when I thought of Lucas Oil. So it's exciting that you're making inroads and people are starting to use that product. At the show, we always talk about how to lower total cost of operation. So what kinds of recommendations do you make to your customers for them to achieve that with your oil?
Sure. So with the use of our regular heavy duty engine oil, which is a fantastic product, we actually push people toward incorporating our heavy duty engine oil stabilizer in the engine oil. When you use the engine oil along with the heavy duty engine oil stabilizer, you are gaining a huge benefit. The parts wear is far, far less. The ability of the engine oil to protect the hard parts and pieces, to cling to the metal parts and pieces, to actually coat the metal parts and pieces better than the engine oil alone, that is what is the best gain from incorporating the heavy duty stabilizer. Other things that are actually achieved by doing that, less friction, less wear, and even been reported some mile per gallon gains by using a product that reduces the friction and lessens the heat.
And that's a huge deal right now with record fuel prices, as well as, one of the things too, and I've known this for all the years I sold parts, it's one thing about buying the right product at the beginning, but it's also like, how does that impact total cost of operation? And what you're saying is when you combine these two, you can actually drive that down in multiple ways.
That's right. So what we don't think about is the long term, right? What is a parts failure cost long term in a diesel engine? It's astronomical sometimes. So incorporating a product that one coats the engine oil or helps the engine oil coat the metal parts much, much better, it could save you that failure long term, saving you money.
When it comes to selling engine oil, one of the things you have to think about, there's been a lot of changes in oil over the years. So what about things like reverse compatibility?
Yeah, so our engine oils for the heavy duty marketplace, we wear the API-CK badge on our oils. And the reason that we chose to do that is so that we can meet that standard and offer the consumer or the user of that product the availability of using the most current specification in any older vehicle that would require the earlier specifications, because API says you have met the most stringent standard, and by all means it is going to protect the older specification engines just like it would have back in the day, if not better.
And the other thing too is, I know if you're in a trucking company and you're traveling like all over the United States or in Canada where I'm from, for example, if you go from the coast and you go across the Rockies, in just a few hours you've gone through rainforest, a desert, Rocky Mountains, and then, depending on what time of year it is, you could be going from positive temperatures to sub temperatures, right? Do you have recommendations for people who are operating in different climates?
We would, as a matter of fact. So thinking about how that unit is being used would be what the recommendation for the oil weight is. If we were always in that cold climate, we would most certainly try to push someone to thinking about using the 5W40 to protect that engine on initial startup. We're talking about oils that are 540 and 1540. They're very similar in nature. However, a 1540 at that super cold temperature, it is not going to flow well enough to protect the engine parts and pieces up on the top end of the engine. So that would be the reason for pushing someone toward a 540 in the cold climate. Let's think about someone that's operating in super warm conditions. We're always going to push them to that 1540. The weight is there at initial startup to protect it, and the 40 weight comes into play once those viscosity modifiers start working, and it allows that engine to be protected at that 40 weight, like is what is most of them call out for a 40 weight oil.
Fantastic. I also, when I was selling parts, there was always the packaged products and then there was bulk. Do you have both of those programs available depending on the customer?
Yes, we do, for sure. So we sell our diesel oils in the gallon size jug all the way up to the tote and even the tanker load. So definitely bulk is something that we'd love to do.
Fantastic, fantastic. Well, I really appreciate you taking some time to talk to me. Welcome to the Heavy Duty Parts Report family. I appreciate you sharing a bit of your expertise as well.
It was a pleasure. It was an absolute pleasure. Thank you very much.
And if you'd like to learn more, go to lucasoil.com and also follow the Heavy Duty Parts Report at heavydutypartsreport.com. Thank you so much for your support and checking out today's episode. Thank you for watching this video. Click here to subscribe to the Heavy Duty Parts Report YouTube channel and click here to watch another great episode.